The Prophet ﷺ said that the best of deeds are those that are consistent, even if they're small. And now there's a lot of lessons that we can learn from this hadith, even in our training, and especially if you're training, for the deen. Because we should be training to be more like the role model ﷺ, and with this intention, with us trying to be more like the Prophet ﷺ, this intention makes our training even our ibadah. As in the hadith, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ وَإِنَّمَا لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مَّا نَوَىٰ, that for every action, it is based off of its intentions, and for every person they will get what they intended. And if our training is our ibadah, because of the intention, that means we should even be consistent in our training. The lack of consistency is the number one obstacle people have for them not getting the progress that they desire. It's not the program, it's not diet, it's not even like lack of equipment, it's just the consistency. And I'll actually tell you a personal story, how back in November of 2021, right, like this is before I even started working out and anything like that, I went to the gym with one of my friends and I bench maxed, right? And I was a scrawny kid back then. I failed on like 85 pounds, which is like 20 and 20 pounds on each side. Fast forward, on January 1st, I started doing push-ups every single day. 2 sets of failure every single day. And I even recorded every single day. Like I still have like videos and stuff like that. And the first week of March, so just 2 months after me doing push-ups every single day, right? Nothing else. I had no curls. I didn't even have dumbbells at home. No anything else, just push-ups. I was in my school gym one time, and I was just trolling around in the gym, and I saw some guy, he was doing 135 or something like that, and I was like, yo, let me try it. And I try 135, I successfully hit the rep. I went from 85 pounds to 135 pounds, a 50-pound difference in 2 months of training, right? And it's not even like my form was even good. Like I'll have a video, a clip somewhere here. Like my form was trash, like absolutely trash, right? But the reason why I got so much results was because I was just consistent in pushing myself every single day. Granted, if you already have been like training, like it doesn't mean to like just throw away your program and not have a good one. No, because a good program is also like very important, because like you don't want to be training to get to a completely different goal that you even desire anyways, right? And also, this doesn't mean to train 7 times a day and don't miss a single day. It actually means, on the contrary, that you should only hold yourself accountable to work out an amount of days that you can actually stay consistent on. Because if you have a program, let's say you put 7 days a week, right? And you only do 5, right? 5 is still good, but now your program is messed up because your plan was to go up at a certain rate, right? And now like you missed 2 days and the numbers are off and your rest days are off and everything's just whack, right? Just even if you just hold yourself accountable to like 4 days, 3 days, even like 2 days, if you're like really, really busy, right? And you're training really hard on those 2 days and stuff like that, that would be actually better than you just doing the 7 days and just not being consistent. I actually find that the sweet spot for training, for the prophetic build is actually like between 3 and 5 days a week, right? Anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week, because this number, like this range, gives the perfect amount of volume and also a good amount of rest between the days. And to be honest, that's actually the reason why I don't really like training 7 times a week or 6 times a week. Even though I used to do that in the very beginning, I started off going to the gym, going 7 days a week every single day, right? And the majority of my training I've probably done around 6 days a week. But the thing is with that is that, first of all, the consistency aspect is harder, right? Which is the most important thing. And then number 2, the recovery is also just not really there, right? Even though like I'm not sore or anything like that, you can just see by the numbers. Eventually you just hit a plateau, right? And that's why probably a lot of you guys are, if you're in a plateau, you're probably just training more than 5 days a week. That's why the best program is the one that you can actually stick to long term, even if it's little, even if it's like 2 days, just like the hadith actually, right, that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Once you get consistent with your original program, then you can add maybe a day, another day, or another exercise, 15 minutes of the workout, whatever it may be. But adding to your plate when you're not even consistent with what you have already is just going to get you nowhere. So if you want me to personally make you a program for the prophetic build that you can actually stick to, actually be consistent with, and actually get results with, then you can click on the link in the description right now. Assalamu alaikum.